Okay, guys, we are live. Give me a shout if you can hear me. I have just got here, so I'm running a little late. Let me know. Anyone on Facebook as well? Hopefully, tonight's call should be a lot quicker. Dick, how we doing? Coming in. Got a bit of a lag there. Guess everyone heard the Queen died as well, or they announced the Queen died literally while we was on that call last night. Quite big news. Hey, Donald, how's it going? Okay, so tonight's call, I am going to show you how you can do designs and fire our actions straight out. So, hey Jerry, how's it going? Super T Labs from Chicago, how you doing? Okay, just give it another minute longer before we start. Okay, I'm going to drag this out the way over here, and I'm going to start sharing up my screen. Share screen. Okay, DJ XDY, how you doing? You always get me with that. Okay, so tonight's call, like I say, we're going to be doing some text-based designs and then using our actions to fire those designs out. And we're going to make a little action as well so that we can save our artwork as well. So I'll explain about that as we go. So if you want to create your own designs, so now you should know how to run the actions, organize the actions and everything, so you can fire those out like a pro. So what we can also do is create text-based designs using our 2800 by 3200 PSD. So what that is, in your main folder of your actions folder, if you go into your art PSDs and open up this PSD, it's the same PSD that you would use to run your designs through the actions, but what we're going to do this time, just turn everything off so you've got a blank canvas. So first of all, we'll just create a quick text-based design. So I did have a little look earlier. Some things you can do, just Google up funny sayings, funny quotes, stuff like that. I got one here, funny dumb quotes, sarcastic stuff always works well. What's this? I was just having a look before at some football stuff. Don't know if any of these would work. Nobody in football is called a genius. Kyle Hoke, Norman Einstein. Okay, so basically just Google around, find yourself some quotes, sayings, wherever you want to get them from. Be careful with trademark as well, because some things will be trademarked. Oh, look at this. I was stupid. Now, you could do this one if you got a little bit of clip art with a hand. That one would be easy to do. So I'll tell you what, there's one that I know recently just sold a boatload of stuff, which I did on the call the other day. So I'm just going to drag this out of the way. So yeah, let's get this right out of the way so I can see what's going on. Okay, so easy enough. We're going to use the text tool, which is the T on the toolbar over on the left. And then up here, you can choose your fonts. Now, it will change, or it'll be different on your computer to mine. Depends what fonts you got installed. You can go and find fonts from Font Squirrel, Google Fonts, or DaFont. And there's many other places you can get them, but they're the 3 places that I like to use. And all you need to do is click in there, put your cursor in, and here's one that we did on the $1 Design Club, 100%. Okay, I'm going to just grab it and move it into the middle. 100% done. Okay, now this kind of design, you could put 100% all kinds of things, so it's kind of a scalable design. So when you're using text, I'll give you a few text tips as well. First of all, when you select the text tool, you can triple click and resize by dragging left and right up here, which you already know about. You can change the color up here, by clicking that box there, and you can also do effects and stuff, which we looked at yesterday. By you can do a color overlay, gradient overlay, pattern overlay, stroke, shadows, whatever. You can mess around with those. But moving your text around, you see when I click my cursor in there and I move away, the cursor changes to a crosshairs, which means we can grab and move it. Now the best way to do it is use the actual move tool, which is the crosshairs one right at the very top of the toolbar, and then that way you get these pink lines and it will line up so you can center it or get your spacings right as well. So I recommend that you always use the move tool for that. Let's get that in the middle. It's always a good idea to mix up your fonts as well to make things look a little more interesting. So let's just change this one, or at least leave that one. Oops, leave that one on that. I'll change this one so it's thinner. 100% done. Oh yeah. Also, if you're thinking of going on a certain color as well, if you want to add a colored layer, just click one of the layers here. There's like a half circle or a circle half filled. If you click that and then click solid color, it will drop a color in. So let's just make this black, as if we're going on a black shirt. Click OK. This layer here is the color fill layer. This white square here is a mask, so we don't need that. You can highlight that and press backspace. If you want to be neat and tidy, you can double click the words and just call it background or whatever you want. And then you can double click this box now and you can change it to any color you want. So if you're designing for a particular color, you can do that. It makes things a lot easier to see as well. So I'm going to change out this font just for something else. Okay, you can use your arrow keys as well while that's expanded. That one. Let's make this a bit bigger. Okay, I'm going to move it down here. I'm going to move this up a little. Okay, and I'm going to change this to white. Like that. Okay, another good trick you can do as well. If you want them to work on light and dark, you can put a stroke around stuff as well. That does help. It's a bit of a cheat. It does work, but you want to be careful because it could print a load of white there when you don't really need it. It'd be best to have it the right color, but it is a bit of a cheat that you can do. So I'm going to change that to black so we can see it on white, and that's it. So you put your text in, and then we run our action. So I'm just going to go, and where's my volume 4? Where is my volume 4 mugs? Hold on. I just want to make sure I got the right. Let's just quickly install it. Okay, so we highlight the save art, highlight the 11-ounce white mugs, hit play, and that's now going to put that design onto our white mugs. Okay, and probably should not have had white text. Okay, but you can see it's put it on there. So this is what I mean by cheating a little bit. Although it looks all right on there, when this mug's actually printed, it's going to have white print all over the mug. So although it looks all right on here, ideally you would not have that loaded up with white. Okay, but it's kind of a cheat. So there we go. We just created and ran one. Let's make another one quick, just to show you how unbelievably easy it is. And if I find, now I've lost my Chrome. Okay, let's just bring this back over here. Just trying to nice. Okay, I'll go for this one. I'm 99% Angel, but ooh, that 1%. Okay, easy enough. Select our text tool. I'm just going to write it out. I'm going to turn it down. Okay, let's put this black background layer on. So, caps lock. I'm 99%. Oops. Percent ANGEL, and then I'm going to do a different text line. But ooh, that 1%. That 1%. Okay, and by the way, these text layers here, I'm going to change the font in a minute. These text layers, when you've got your text tool selected, up the top here is where you justify it. So you ideally, most of the time, you're going to want it on center. But if you do want it left or right justified, you just click those and it'll move it around. So let me get my screen back over here on the second monitor. And there we go. Okay, I'm 99% there, but ooh, okay, so let's change up the fonts. See if we've got a typewriter one. Surely got a typewriter one in here somewhere. Okay, maybe not. Let's just go with this one. Okay, 99% Angel. Ooh, that 1%. Okay, and let's change this. Let's just add a little bit of color to this. Just add some color. Just pick some random colors just so that we can see it coming out. Okay, now you probably wouldn't go with that. I mean, on white mugs, just black text is absolutely fine. In fact, let's do that. Let's put these back to black. It's going to look weird otherwise. Black. And black, just like that. Background layer off. Let's run our actions. Hit run. Okay, and there we go. We got another text-based design just like that. It's dead easy. You could literally sit there and crank out millions and millions of text-based designs and have them all over all of the products with this. So that's one, the first step of it. Now, what you're going to also want is the actual artwork to upload to your supplier. So to do that, you've got a couple of options, which I'll show you right now. You can manually save it basically, or you can create yourself an action and automate this part as well. So as soon as these finish running, which they have done. So first of all, if I briefly explain, when we run our action and this 2800 by 32 save art runs, there's two different ways of saving your image, or there's more than two in fact, but the way this image saves is optimized for web. And when you create actions, I have to use file, or you have to use file export save for web legacy, which means it's optimized for the web. I have to use that, otherwise when actions are shared they don't work. So the problem is with that is because it's optimized for the web, then the DPI, or the resolution, is much smaller because it's optimized for the web, and it needs to be a much lighter image. So it's fine for uploading to mockups, it's fine for putting on your website, but it's not fine for uploading to a supplier. So every supplier has their own requirements, but usually 300 DPI, dots per inch, or the resolution at 300 DPI would be sufficient for any printers. So first method of actually saving your design would be file, save as. Okay, in fact, hold on. In fact, file, save as copy, you want to press. Okay, and then what I would do myself, you can save it anywhere you want, but what I would do is go into the published mockups and I would save it here. I would name it artwork. Okay, then choose PNG. Always want to have it as PNG, and then go ahead and hit save. Now that's just doing it manually. Okay, so each time you do a design, you would need to do it. You would need to save it manually like that. And that way, after you've run your actions, your actual artwork is right here, ready for you to upload to your supplier. Now, it's dead easy to forget to do that, which is why it's ideal to automate it, which I'll show you right now. But that way as well, if you duplicate your published folder and you're running lots of them, every time you go into the folder, you've got the artwork there and it's not lost. So I'm going to just hit trash, move that to the bin. So now I'm going to show you how to actually make an action. So it does this for you. And to do that, you would come into your actions panel over here, into your folder, and highlight the top one, the 2800 by 3200 save art. Go right to the bottom here, and there's a little plus icon. Hit plus, and then you can call this whatever you want to call it. So I'll just call it artwork. Okay, it doesn't matter what you call it as long as you know what it is. Go ahead, hit record, and at this moment you can see that the red record button is highlighted down here. So at this moment, anything we do in Photoshop is going to get recorded, and you'll see it start appearing here, the kind of the commands. So all we do is go File, Save as Copy. Again, I'm going to save it into the published folder, and I'm going to call it artwork. You can call it whatever you want, and you can save it wherever you want. But my recommendation is to save it in here and probably call it artwork. Hit the drop down, choose PNG, hit save, and hit OK. Okay, and then all you got to do is hit stop at the bottom end. Don't forget to hit stop. It's easy to forget. That way, now we can put the artwork. You can drag this around. You want to put it underneath your 2800 by 3200 save art. So what we'll do, let's just try and do another quick design here. Try and find that window. Okay, let me just quickly. Right, let's get this one. Okay, text tool. Okay, so I may look calm. Oh, yep, I'll show you that in a minute. But in my head, I've killed you 3 times. Okay, so you see how that text is overlapping as well. You may come across this at some point, and if you highlight all the text, hold down Option, you can use your arrow keys to go up and down, or the other way you can do it, if you go to Window and then you click Character, it brings out this panel down here, and you can hover over there's 2 A's there with an arrow going up and down. You can hover over those, and you can move these up and down. Okay, so if you ever want to adjust the spacing, that's how you do that. I'll leave the font. I'd probably perhaps change up the font. But what I'm going to do is run these actions now. So I'm going to run the 2800 by 3200 save art, then the one I just made called artwork, and then just the 11-ounce white mugs. Now, remember, you could run as many as you want. So you could do all your mugs and whatever it is, whatever products you want to choose, whatever actions you've got. I'm just going to highlight all 3 of these. Hit go. So the first one's going to save the artwork that gets put onto the mockups. The second one's actually going to save the artwork for the supplier, and the third one is going to run the action there. So you see it's already saved the artwork, and it's popping that design right onto the mug there like that. So it's that simple. That is pretty much it. Super easy, super powerful, and of course, like I say, you can make hundreds and hundreds or thousands of these as you want. Now that's finished, I'll just show you again. What I would do is copy, paste the published folder like this. I would rename this design name, whatever it is. Okay, then I'd rerun the actions again. I would copy the folder for the next design. I'd paste it, and I would call this. I'll call this one design 2. Okay. And then I would run it again, copy, paste, run it again, and you'll just end up with all your folders, and in all your folders will be the artwork. So you can pass that over to a VA. You could get a VA to do this for you, whatever, and really the sky's the limit. So I'm just going to right click and trash those. Yep. So that is it. Easy as ABC. So if anyone's got any questions, let me know. And I will hold out. If anybody's watching this on the replay as well, and you want to get the actions, you can get the actions from our Mockups from POD store, and I have also generated a coupon code as well, which I'll grab and I'll post in the chat. So if anybody wants to grab any mockups, you can. And of course, anyone who's if you're in the $1 design club, then you get all of our actions anyway in the $1 design club, but only since we've opened the $1 design club. So I did it like that because it's not fair on the people that bought the actions before. So moving forward, I'll just quickly log into the $1 design club now and show you what's in there. So right now, you've got that set that I just used, and you've got the sets that are in here. So you've got the male tees, the front back tees mini set, the male crew neck sweaters, the unisex tees, the crew neck sweater reverse prints, the male unisex tank tops. We've got a whole load of tumblers to come in. We've got the hoodie fronts coming in, and I've still got to do a photo shoot with a girl. You're going to have all the chocolate box stuff. I've still got to do another photo shoot with a girl, and we're going to do all the products for that. So there's tons more coming in. Yeah, so get in there if you're not in there. So any questions, anybody? Hopefully it was dead easy. I mean, it is straightforward and easy. All you got to do is make yourself a little action. Well, you don't even have to do that. You can manually save them, and you can just keep popping out designs. You can also add bits of clip art and stuff to this as well to liven them up. Yes, by the way, Dick, as well, I haven't replied to your message, but I will speak to Caden about that. He's away for the weekend. So let me know. Did anyone hear about the Queen or not? It's not over there in America. Okay, so looks like no questions at all. Hopefully that is dead easy. And I also will be doing a live stream for the $1 Design Club. And I'm going to take these even more advanced as well. So perhaps next week, I'll do the next level, more advanced stuff where you're going to be able to use actions and create all your artwork for all your suppliers in one click. That's mega handy as well. Saves you a boatload of time, makes your life a lot easier. Yes, a lot of coverage. Yeah, it's big news over here. Boy, it's been on the TV non-stop. Such a weird feeling not having the Queen anymore. She definitely was, quite a legend. Oh yeah, much coverage in the USA. Yeah. She was a good old queen. You got to give it to her. I wonder how things will change with Charles now, the king. And I wonder about the national anthem as well. It says "God Save the Queen." Do you think they're going to change that to "God Save the King"? Oh, now showed, yeah, King Charles III. Yeah, boy, he waited. He's been waiting a long time for that position, eh? All right, guys. Well, seems there's no questions, so that's great. Go and knock out your designs. And next week, $1 Design Club. That'll be the next T design. Oh, yes. Well, of course it will, yeah. That will be the next T design, the Queen's teas. That is such a good idea. Oh, it did show God Save the King. Wow. Well. Huh. All right, guys, I'm going to go and wrap up if there's no questions. Yes, next week, $1 Design Club crew. We are definitely going to have an advanced call, and the chocolates will be launching out as well. So they're going to be the bomb, hopefully, this year. Yep, Super T Labs, thank you. Raul, how you doing? London town. Boy, Raul, must be busy for you down there in London. I did see Buckingham Palace on TV last night. Yep. Okay. No worries. All right, guys. Enjoy, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.